So guys, once again, it's your boy Only One by FX. Welcome to my channel. All right. So basically, I said I'll be giving you guys a very, very powerful content here on YouTube. Not just content, information that will transform your life or that will transform your trading journey. All right. Please stick to this video and watch till the end. I promise you that you will learn something tangible, something impactful, and something that will add more, should I say, more blessings or something that will switch your mindset towards this game called trading. Let's get into it. So basically, today being 24th November 2025. So I I shared the trade live when I was on Zoom call with my guys. So and we analyzed this market together, and I told them this is the reason, this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I can see before the trade, this was before the trade. You can see this was before the trade when we entered, and then currently you can see the market gives us about 400 pips, just following what the flow of the market. So right now, let's get into it. The reason behind me taking this trade. First of all, I want to clear this, or let me use another distance. Sorry. Oh, I think I have. Okay, let me use this particular chart here. So now, when I came to this market this morning, I already noticed that the market has presented a very, very clean setup, which is this was the lower high that price created right here. And then initially, price made this lower low here. You can see price made this lower low right here. Sorry, I want to just mark it as so I can explain. So now, I told you guys that I trade structures, right? Pure structures. And I'm still saying it tomorrow. Always learn to pin this what, to your wall, on your bedroom, anywhere. Just pin this to your bedroom, pin it anywhere, because this is literally what the market is always displaying. Once you see this thing like this, that means the money is ready for the probability to be in your favor. Right? The money is ready for the probability to be in your favor. Now let's get into it. Now, initially, this market was pulling lower low because it made this lower low right here. It pushed a lower high, then made a what? Another lower low. Why is this a lower low? Because it broke this low. And you notice after during the pullback, it was giving us a bullish sequence of high, 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 low, and then immediately started flipping lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low. Created a lower low of the standard structure, and then the pullback started happening. I told you that you need to observe who is in control when market is making a pullback or correction. All right. Now, as this market was pulling back, I was just waiting, observing. Some people carry this pullback, pullback, and then market made what? A new high. Why is it a new high? Because of what? This previous lower high that was here, this lower high that was here, market broke it to the upside. Now, you just need to pay attention, follow the market, believe what you are seeing, right? Because that's one of the main things. If you don't believe what you are seeing, there is no way you can trade the flow of the market. Most of us tend to be scared. This market is showing you what you need to see. And exactly what it's showing you, that is the market perspective. So if you can truly, truly believe what you are seeing, that is the origin of profitability or origin of being in flow of the market. Believing and trusting what you are seeing, right? So you can see now, without any form of resistance. Now, initially, I was saying this has given us a lower low, so possibly market will push inside and then continue. But now, you notice what happened. This market pushed out, breaking above a lower high, made what? New higher high. Now, as it made this new high, market started doing what? Pulling down, pulling down. That has given you, first of all, making new high. It has given you that, this market does give us a sequence of coming. Our sequence. Remember, I said pin this to your wall. Now, this market does give us this particular structure, which is what? Bullish momentum. Now, you pause and wait for the pullback to happen. All right? Pullback is always in bearish. Most times it happens a consolidation, right? But as the market is pulling back, Now, inside this zone, inside this point, this low to this point, that is a battle zone. Remember, I'm not saying that this market will buy it is pulling back. We just want to pay attention to who will take over, who will win this battle inside this what? Inside this zone here, from this point to this point. Whoever won this battle inside here can move the price. Because yes, while we are saying that, why I said whoever won the battle is because of what? Remember, the structure has given us, yes, buyers are in control. But that doesn't mean that most market is pulling down here, we will buy blindly. No, because as market is pulling down, sellers can be aggressive and do what? Bust to the downside. Similar to what I just explained here. You can see here. Because now this thing made a lower low. Then on pulling back, you see, it breaks above, made a higher high. Imagine if you were trying to sell from this point you call resistance now, but immediately enter, this market would have just wiped you out. And then that's when you take a loss. So now you need to do what? Learn to do what? Relax and be in flow of the market. And I said, for you to be in flow of the market, you need to believe what you are seeing from the market perspective. Most of us don't believe what you are seeing. You want to complicate the game. This game is literally showing you its hands. And market always confirm itself before moving. You have to be present and aware to see these things. All right? So let's get back into our discussion. So right now, this market from here is making a higher low now. Now on a higher low, you're waiting to see clue for what? For continuation. So basically, indication, correction, continuation. Impulsive move, retracement, correction, continuation. Impulsive. Or just the thing is just so simple. You have to pay attention. Now, let's go back here. After this market was pulling down, I noticed price give us like a consolidation at this point. Now, I told you, just find a clue that buyers are taking control because of what? Since the external is already bullish, just find a clue. Now, what happened? I paid attention. I just, after price made this low, it started pulling up, but sellers were here. Sellers were here. Let me extend this thing, sorry. So sellers were sitting here. Look at it. Sellers were here. Initially, buyers were here, right? Then after sellers pulled price down, the buyers that were here are still strong. To the extent they made what? Breaking out, they broke above these cells. Right? Now that they broke above this cell, you see they made a pullback and tried to go up, but still sellers was still sitting here. Are you following me? So now, please, you need to just watch my video over and over again and just go and backtest this thing. This thing is working. I don't know why you complicate trading. This thing is working. It's working, guys. This thing is working. Like the thing is working. Forward test it instead of even back testing. Just go and forward test it. All right. So now you notice after these sellers sitting here, they push price back down, but still they couldn't break what? The buyers here. You can see that they are still here. Buyers, these particular buyers here are still holding. Now, since this particular place was sales, this point, I'm coming. Since this point was a point for sellers, this point was the point for sellers. You notice after this price pulled up a little bit, sorry, after this price pulled up a little bit, it dropped down, meaning that here it was sales. So now, calculating these things now is just like this was seller one and then seller two. So initially, seller one was here, they pushed price down, but unfortunately, buyers took over again, break above. But unfortunately, seller still pushed price down. But it has given us a sequence of, telling us that buyers are coming inside this market. So after they push to this high, then sellers push price down back. But unfortunately, now they couldn't break here again. That was the clue that came into my mind. Oh, imagine sellers still force price pushing down again. They couldn't even still break this low here. I said, okay, if market should break above this seller again, this seller one here, I'm entering for buys. Now, initially, the price pulled up a little bit. Sellers indicated that they were here. He sold back to this low, rejected you can see this candle started rejecting as if these sellers here were still forcing the market. Unfortunately, boom, buyers pulled above. I then said, no problem. That since buyers are above here now, that means what happened here should be happening here. And then when they tap it, I bought. Initially, I was saying if the market did not tap me here, I'll be waiting for it this point, this very point. And you can see, imagine you did not enter here, you can still enter here. Basically, the market is literally giving you opportunities. This market confirmed itself over and over. And that was how I caught this beautiful 400 pips on gold today, being 24th of November, 2025. Now, tell me, is this incomplicated? Please, I want you guys to give. Please, if you are watching my video, just try as much as possible to give me a sub, subscribe to my channel, and like my videos, and give me your comments. If you want to correct me about anything, just give me the comments. All right, we are all here for learning, and I'm open and willing to learn and collaborate. Imagine if I'm dishing out this knowledge, talk more of you being my student. Like, there's a way I'm going to break this thing down for you to a like that even a kid will understand that trading is just same principles, but you just different, the thing is just bringing different patterns, but same principles. The principles remains the same, guys. The principle remains was the same. I hope somebody out there understand the explanation I just made on gold trade today being 24th November 2025. Please and please, once again, don't just watch my video without liking or subscribing to my channel, and also give me your feedback. Like I said, you can go to my bio. My Telegram channel is there. I share free trades there, and also I teach. If you know that you are willing and ready to tell me that, yes, I should coach you, yes, I'm available for that. Okay? So imagine if I am dishing out something like this for you, then you are now my student. You should know that training will become easier for you. So guys, see you in the next one. Don't forget, it's your boy, Only One by FX. Remember, this journey takes time. But if you keep on going and learning from the right source, you will get there.